From the dense, humid canopies of tropical rainforests to the sun-scorched savannas and wind-swept mountains of our world, monkeys have captivated the human imagination for centuries. They are agile, profoundly intelligent, and intensely social. These remarkable creatures are the product of millions of years of a grand story of adaptation that has allowed them to thrive in an astonishing variety of environments. This is the story of the evolution of monkeys, a journey from small, unassuming tree dwellers to the diverse and dynamic species that populate our planet today. Our story begins around 55 million years ago. During the Eocene, the world was warmer, and forests stretched across continents. It was in this lush, green world that the first primates emerged. These were not yet monkeys, as we know them, but small, arboreal creatures. Imagine a creature no larger than a squirrel, with grasping hands and feet, flexible limbs, and, most importantly, forward-facing eyes. This stereoscopic vision gave them exceptional depth perception, a crucial advantage for leaping through the complex, three-dimensional world of the forest canopy. Life in the trees was the crucible that forged the fundamental traits of all primates. Fast forward about 20 million years. The primate family tree was branching out. Between 20 to 40 million years ago, a pivotal split occurred, giving rise to the two major groups of monkeys we recognize today. This divergence happened as continents drifted and climates changed, isolating populations and setting them on unique evolutionary paths. In the Americas, the New World monkeys, or platyrrhines, evolved. Their most iconic feature is the prehensile taily fifth limb, strong and sensitive enough to grasp branches with incredible dexterity. Think of the spider monkey, effortlessly swinging through the canopy, its tail acting as a safety line and an anchor. This adaptation made them the undisputed masters of the arboreal world in Central and South America. Meanwhile, across the Atlantic, in Africa and Asia, the Old World monkeys, or cercopithecines, took a different route. While some, like colobus monkeys, remained high in the treetops, many others began to venture down to the ground. Their tails are not prehensile, often used more for balance than for grasping. Species like baboons and macaques became larger and more robust, developing adaptations for a terrestrial lifestyle. This fundamental split between New and Old World monkeys set the stage for the incredible diversity that would follow. A beautiful example of evolution, creating different solutions to the challenges of survival. Let's delve deeper into the adaptations that made life in the trees possible. The forest canopy is a world of its own, a chaotic network of branches, vines, and leaves. To navigate it is to be a master acrobat. The prehensile hands and feet of monkeys allowed for a precise and powerful grip. Unlike the claws of a squirrel, their flattened nails and sensitive finger pads provided detailed feedback about the surface they were holding. Their shoulders evolved to be incredibly flexible, allowing for a wide range of motion essential for climbing, swinging, and reaching for distant fruits. And for many, the tail acted as a perfect counterbalance, a rudder to steer their leaps through the air. These traits weren't just for travel. They were vital for survival, for finding food, for escaping the watchful eyes of predators like eagles and jungle cats, and for raising their young in the relative safety of the treetops. Of course, what you eat profoundly shapes who you are, and this is certainly true for monkeys. Their diets are as varied as their habitats. Many are frugivores, or Their evolution went hand in hand with the evolution of flowering plants. Excellent color vision, a trait shared with us, allowed them to spot ripe, nutritious fruit from a distant splash of red or yellow against a sea of green. Then there are the folivores, the leaf-eaters. Like the howler monkey, leaves are abundant but tough to digest. These monkeys evolved specialized stomachs, almost like a cow's, filled with bacteria that can break down tough cellulose. Others are insectivores, using their quick reflexes and dexterous hands to snatch insects, a valuable source of protein. This dietary specialization drove the evolution of their teeth, the strength of their jaws, and the complexity of their digestive systems, creating a perfect match between the animal and its food source. But perhaps the most fascinating aspect of monkey evolution isn't just physical. It's social and cognitive. Monkeys are, with few exceptions, intensely social animals, living in groups or troops, provided a powerful defense against predators. More eyes and ears meant a greater chance of spotting danger early. This is the many eyes theory in action. A single vervet monkey might fall prey to a leopard, but a troop of 30, with sentinels on watch, stands a much better chance. Cooperation, however, requires communication, and monkeys have developed a rich and complex repertoire of signals. They use a wide range of vocalizations, from the gentle coos of a mother to her infant, to the booming territorial calls of a howler monkey that can be heard for miles. They also communicate through intricate facial expressions and body language. A simple yawn in a macaque might not be a sign of tiredness, but a threat, flashing its long canine teeth. This constant social negotiation, the need to understand who is a friend, who is a rival, who is in charge, this is what many scientists believe was a primary driver of their intelligence. Managing these complex social relationships requires a big brain. Some species, like the clever capuchins of South America, have even developed primitive tool use, using rocks to crack open nutsa, clear sign of advanced cognitive abilities. This social complexity extends to how they raise their young. Compared to many other animals, monkeys have long lifespans and invest an enormous amount of time and energy into a small number of offspring. Within the troop, social hierarchies often determine who gets to mate. Males may compete for dominance, displaying their strength and fitness through vibrant colors, loud calls, or impressive physical displays. This is sexual selection at work, favoring traits that increase reproductive success. The bond between a mother and her infant is incredibly strong and can last for years. The young learn crucial survival skills, not by instinct alone, but by watching and imitating their mother and other members of the troop, how to find food, what to avoid, and how to navigate the intricate social ladder. This combination of physical and social adaptations has allowed monkeys to become masters of versatility. They are not confined to a single type of environment. In the lush rainforests, their arboreal traits allow them to live their entire lives without ever touching the ground. On the open savannas of Africa, baboons have adapted to a terrestrial life, foraging for roots and seeds on the ground in large, highly organized troops. In the snowy mountains of Japan, Japanese macaques, or snow monkeys, have developed thick fur coats and a unique culture of warming themselves in volcanic hot springs to survive the harsh winters. This remarkable flexibility demonstrates the power of evolution to mold species to occupy almost any ecological niche on the planet. So, why is the story of monkey evolution so important? Because it gives us a profound window into our own primate past. In them, we see the evolutionary experiments that paved the way for our own lineage. Their journey from the trees to the ground mirrors the path our own ancestors took. Their complex social lives and emerging intelligence show us how cognition can evolve hand in hand with physical traits. The incredible diversity of monkeys is a living illustration of adaptive radiation, the process by which a single ancestral group can branch out into a multitude of species, each uniquely suited to its own way of life. They are a living, breathing record of how natural selection shapes anatomy, behavior, and the very strategies of survival. The evolution of monkeys is a tale of resilience, ingenuity, and ecological mastery. From those small, nocturnal primates of the ancient past to the vibrant, clever, and social creatures we see today, they exemplify the breathtaking power of the evolutionary process. By studying their fossil history, their unique biology, and their complex behaviors, we get a glimpse into the incredible journey of life on Earth. And in doing so, we might just see a reflection of the deep evolutionary roots that eventually gave rise to us. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey. If you found this story as fascinating as we do, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel for more explorations into the wonders of the natural world. We'll see you next time.